Welcome back to Los Gatos, a gorgeous place to live and to visit. I told you about one of my favorite things to do, the Los Gatos Farmers Market, Sunday morning. Right now, berries and stone fruit is where it's at. And as long as you're going to be here on Sunday, hang out for music in the park. This time, you'll hear the sounds of aardvark. They channel the Grateful Dead and have a distinct California sound. Yet another reason to stay in or come and visit gorgeous Los Gatos. And look, if you have little ones, and frankly, even if you don't, there is an incredible ride you can take. It only costs $3. And it will take you back in time. Let's bring in Claudine, Wong. Claudine, you know, my two little boys and I feel like we have sussed out every railroad there is in the greater Bay Area, but we did not yet know about the one you're about to highlight.
Oh, and this one is a must-see. I mean, really, this is one of those traditions that when we went to go visit the Billy Jones Wildcat Railroad, it was like generations of people. Some people knew who hadn't been there before who said, wow, I can't believe this is here. But some people who said, you know what, my kids have gone here, I went here, my parents went here. And it's because it's one of those long-time traditions that is so special to this community.
As the sun comes up, the engine heats up.
You have to show up 3 hours early to get it to where it will move. And so you gotta build it.
3 hours.
3 hours.
But you know you got it when it lets off a little steam. The bell rings and then choo-choo.
Choo-choo.
That unmistakable sound that calls to those young and old.
We're actually just on a bike ride. We live in Campbell, and she heard the train's horn and was like, let's go. So we went and we found the train.
Welcome to the Billy Jones Wildcat Railroad in Los Gatos, one of the few nonprofits of its kind.
So a lot of the other ones in the area are private operations, privately owned, for-profit things that work to keep themselves afloat. We rely entirely on like donations, on ticket sales to kind of help keep us afloat.
This railroad was born out of a love of trains and community. It was back in the 1940s when Billy Jones found this number 2 train in a scrapyard and saved it, and then created something everyone could enjoy.
He loved trains, so he actually worked for the Southern Pacific Railroad for his entire career. So he grew up working with trains, and having the opportunity to run a small engine on his property was something that appealed to him. He also just had a general love and care for the community, so he wouldn't charge for tickets. Any donations that would come in outside of just general maintenance costs, he would donate to local charities.
It became a part of the fabric of Los Gatos, and Jones made sure it stayed.
We actually have a photo of Billy Jones and Walt Disney. We're actually friends to the point where Walt wanted the number 2 engine to operate in Disneyland originally before Billy convinced and encouraged him to get his own engine so that it would have its own history rather than erasing the history of the number 2.
After he died in 1968, a group of businessmen came together to make sure his legacy endured and moved the train here to Oak Meadow Park. Today, the tradition continues.
What are we going to go on?
We've
been coming here since his daddy was his age.
I like the engine.
And while it's not free anymore, the railroad says prices are kept as low as possible.
What's the first thing I said?
If it was overpriced, we couldn't do it, but if it was priced in the budget, we could do it.
Just $3 gets you a seat.
Have you been on this train before?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you like about the train?
The engine.
It takes you back childhood and new memories for our boys, yeah.
It gets you a ride past Los Gatos Creek and through the 12-acre park.
We never really went outside of San Jose, and now I live in Mountain View with my family, and I found this place, and my boys, I have 3 boys, they love the train.
It's slow and fun.
$3 will also get you on the W.E. Bill Mason Carousel, built in 1915. It joined the railroad in 1991 and beckons you to find that special horse.
It was like, it had blonde hair, it was the color white, and it had flowers and stuff on it.
And take a little spin.
In fact, we went to Disneyland and all he wanted was the carousel because of this one. We do the train and the carousel once a week at least, yeah. Yeah. Do you like the train? Yeah.
The carousel and this fleet of trains have a history, but so do the people who care for them, the high school kids who are your crossing guards and conductors. Volunteers like Cortland, who do whatever is needed.
I like pretty much everything, and ever since I was like 9 or 10, I've been really into trains. I've been coming here since I was like probably a toddler. I do like any kind of like job that Doug wants me to do. Like I scrape rocks out of the ties. I work on the roofs sometimes.
And people like Kelly Locke, who started here as a teenager looking for a summer job and ended up board president.
Climbing the hill is the most challenging, which I really enjoy the challenge, especially with this locomotive. In 1970, I started training on the number 2 engine and became an engineer on the railroad in August of 1970.
Stop it.
So I've been an engineer here for 53 years.
Wow.
So there you go.
Why?
I'm still trying to get it right. And I will continue doing it until they either kick me out or I get it right.
I think he gets it right every single time. And really, what a fun day, Gassia, to spend. Really, we rode that train maybe more than once, maybe more than a few times. And the food there is also inexpensive. So really, as a day and a trip out, the park is beautiful. What a special place, and really kind of a gem of Los Gatos. If you are headed out here, that is definitely a place to stop with your kiddos.
And, you know, I mean, honestly, because, and Claudine, you know this, we both grew up sort of in the heart of the Bay, because Los Gatos is somewhat on the fringe of the greater Bay Area. It's one of those, look, as long as we're going, let's do a bunch of things. And one of the bunch of things we can do is maybe go to the new museum, Los Gatos, because there really is a lot there to explore as well.
Yeah, absolutely. This place is so cool. We've been kind of just touring it and learning so much, and now we have like interesting factoids that we can tell you about Los Gatos. This guy behind us, one of our directors, was saying, is that Mountain Charlie behind you? That is Mountain Charlie behind you. Local legend, actually took tolls from stagecoaches. And if you look really close, here's the thing you need to look close. He's missing an eye. Mauled by a bear. But there's actually lots of stories about an exhibit here. This is the permanent exhibit in New Museum Los Gatos, so it gives a lot of the history. Also, if you haven't heard about the boys, I found all of this so interesting. So, first openly gay common law married couple in the nation. Did you know that? So moved to Los Gatos in 1911. And so they were also artists. And so there is art here. And these are really kind of the special spots of New Museum Los Gatos. If you come in here, you don't want to miss, right? You want to go downstairs. You want to go into the back. You want to go into all these different places. And that's really what makes a trip special, right? We mentioned before, free Sundays on that first Sunday. So this weekend they have artists coming in. You can come through here and you can kind of just explore, and I guarantee you there'll be spots going, oh my gosh, I had no idea, and then you'll want to come back.
Right. Right. Now, I mean, one of the best parts about Zip Trips, selfishly speaking, you know, Claudine and I, we'll get together and be like, hey, did you know? Or hey, I checked out this place. Or hey, have you been? And so it's almost like we get to go on our own Zip Trip as well. All right, Claudine, thank you so much. You know.